Aloha everyone, I'm Jinju Dasalla, co-founder and director of Soul Flow Arts and creator of transformational flow arts program and book, upcoming book, Beauty That Transforms. In this particular lesson, it's really, we're not going to get into as much flow as we are really going to root into some structure. And I'm calling this lesson structure in the blossoming of freedom, in service of freedom. And I absolutely love that I'm standing in front of this beautiful, who knows how many hundreds of years old banyan tree on the island of Oahu here. And I thought, oh, how perfect, because, you know, before we can get to that state of flow with anything, you know, it takes some real just diving into the details of a new language, of the technique, of whatever it is that we're getting into. And with poi and with the hoop, the three main language areas that I'm going to go over in this tutorial are planes, directions, and timing. I'm going to start out with the planes. And the other thing that I love about the hula hoop as a real partner with the poi is the hula hoop is really good at showing and conveying what a plane, when we talk about planes, about what that is. So there are three main planes of spinning, and we're talking about, so I'll go ahead and start here in the vertical plane. So right now I'm spinning my poi in the vertical plane on one side, and I have the hoop on the other side. And with every plane, we're going to have two sides. This is also sometimes called the wheel plane. I have my right side and my left side. And we'll get more into this in the lesson that goes into dancing with simple circles and talk about plane control and that sort of thing. But really this is, I just want you to have an overview so you know that, so you just know that you have that language. The second plane would be the horizontal plane. So the horizontal plane, I like to think of it exactly as it sounds. Think of the horizon. So if I have this kind of falling on that line of the horizon, I have the sky side and I have the earth side. So with the poi, what that's going to look like is spinning on this side of the horizontal plane, which is the earth side, or picking it up into a helicopter kind of motion, which I'm not able to do so well with all the vines coming down, but the sky side. So again, so there's two sides. And then the third plane to spin in is known as the wall plane. And the wall plane, I like the terms moon side and sun side. So this would be the sun side, and this would be the moon side. And how that looks with the poi is spinning in the sun side, okay, or turning around and spinning in the moon side. And we'll get into transitions and all of that. So that's it for planes. So we're still talking about structure and in service of freedom, and actually in service to flow, on a path to flow, the kind of, you know, really getting clear and mastering the structures that will allow that flow to blossom. And again, I'm in front of this banyan tree, and I don't think I mentioned it before, but trees are the perfect metaphor for this because they are so structured, they are so rooted in the earth, and they start out, you know, really, really tiny, and through all that structure, the roots come up, the branches, the trunks of the trees, and then it flies all out and toward the sky, and then these vines now get to swing freely from that structure of this tree. So I'm really loving this tree. So anyway, the second structure to really work with is the realm of directions. So general overview, direction number one happens in the vertical plane, and we'll go over this in the next lesson with simple lessons, but simple circles. So the vertical plane, we have two directions. So if I start spinning in the vertical plane. I have my right and my left. And the first direction is going to be in the falling or forward direction, the poi are falling down. And the second direction is going to be reverse or rising, okay? And you can do this, this applies with the hoop as well. So I can go forward, okay? And I can go into reverse. So the first direction is the forward or falling, second is reverse or rising, and the third main direction in the vertical plane is the direction of opposites. So one poi going forward, one poi going backwards. All right, now in the wall plane or in the horizontal plane, we have basically directions that the clock is really helpful for. So counterclockwise and clockwise. So I'm going to start in a clockwise, spinning in a clockwise direction with my right hand. To you, this is going to look like counterclockwise, and that leads to a really awesome drill and point about how relative the directions are when it comes to planes. And I know it was really confusing for me at first. So also in the horizontal plane, I can spin in the counterclockwise direction, but interestingly, when I bring it up into the sky side, now it's spinning in the clockwise direction. Okay, so those are the two main directions in both of those planes. And the drill that I wanted to share with you is called Around the World, and I picked this up from Alien John, another poi master, amazing human being who I have no idea where he got it from, maybe he made it up. But it's called Around the World, and what you'll do is you'll just take one poi at a time with all of these. Just starting with one at a time is the best way to go in learning. And I'm going to start spinning forward in the vertical plane. I'm going to take a quarter turn to my right, so that now I'm spinning in my wall plane, and I'm spinning in a counterclockwise direction. And then I'm going to take a quarter turn to my right again. Okay, so that I'm now spinning in the reverse current on the opposite side of the body. And I can't go anymore, so I'm going to unwind. Okay, and now I'm going to take a quarter step to my left, so that now I'm spinning in my moon plane. Okay, and this part gets a little bit tricky, but another quarter turn to my left, and now this gets into the behind the back realm of spinning in the reverse. So really fun drill. Do it with both sides. Okay. And you can do this with the hoop. For all you hoopers out there, it's really fun. So spinning in the right plane, quarter turn, all the way around, quarter turn, back. I'm still getting used to this. And behind the back. There you go. And let's see if I can come out of it. It's a little difficult, but there you go. Great drills on both sides. Again, that is going to feed you a lot of structure for some incredible flow down the road for you. Okay, we're almost to the end of this. We've gone through planes, we've gone through directions, and the third realm of this is really simple, and this is the realm of rhythm, the realm of timing. And basically there's two main kinds of timing with poi or with twin hoops, and it's easier to see in this way. So if you just begin spinning your props in the forward falling current, right now I am spinning in same time. And how you can remember this is that each poi, if you imagine two circles, right? Imagine two circles, it's hitting every point on the circle at the same time, or it's hitting the ground at the same time. The second one is called split time. So you're splitting up the beat, the rhythm, so that now one poi is up, one poi is down. And if I stand in front of you this way, you can actually see that to get myself into that rhythm, I am literally taking one hand up and one hand down, sometimes even bringing it into my shoulders. Maybe you can bring it into your hips, whatever works for you. And yeah, we'll get more into all of this. All of these structures are going to weave in and out of all these different lessons. So with that, let's call this lesson complete. So I just finished going through a lesson on structure in service of flow and freedom, and talking about planes and directions and timing of poi and hoop and the flow practice. And I really just want to pose the question to all of you. Yes, we're here to learn how to spin poi and dance and creatively express ourselves with the hoop and what have you. However, a really powerful question to ask yourself is, you know, if this kind of structure, if really committing to master and learn the structures of this to create flow and freedom in my flow practice, then, you know, what other areas of your life can you think of where you can use a little bit more structure in order to experience more flow, whether it be financial or in a relationship or in your career or something I can't even think of right now. It could be any aspect of your life. And I personally love, as a life coach, to just really make those connections. It's really, this is my yoga, and so I just pose that to you. And if you are someone who enjoys bridging your passions, your practices, your mind, body, soul practices such as flow arts, bridging that with how it can relate to creating flow and expression and just accomplishment and success in the rest of your life, then Beauty That Transforms is actually a program and a curriculum that I've created to bridge that sort of thing, especially with the flow arts, with yoga, with dance, and with somatic healing, with transformation, and developing eternal grace in all realms of your life. So with that, hope you have a beautiful day, sending you lots of aloha from the banyan tree, saying hello, and we'll catch you in the next video. Namaste.